Hey, 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 and welcome, family, to day 26 of the Bounce Beyond Limit series. So, we're actually in the final stretch, and let me tell you, we are closing with clarity, conviction, and cash flow. So, if you've been showing up all month, I see you. And if this is your first night tuning in, welcome home. You are right on time. So, tonight's topic is why your digital business might not be working and how to fix it fast. So if you have been posting, you've been praying and still not profiting, this is your breakthrough moment. And so I say, welcome. And tonight we're going to be talking about the three silent killers of your content, my 2 hour daily strategy for daily digital income, and how to plug into a system that pays even when you're offline. So grab your notebook, drop a yes in the chat or drop a ready in the chat, and let me know where you're watching from. So let's go all in tonight because you didn't come this far to stay stuck. I really want you to get this concept of earning income through digital marketing via digital products. So I want to be able to explain what digital marketing is. So if you're joining for the first time, we've been talking about digital marketing of digital products. And digital marketing is simply using the internet to promote or sell something. It could be a product, it could be a service, or even yourself, anything at all. So you've already done it when you shared that Netflix show or you tagged a restaurant, you were marketing. The only thing is that you did not get paid for it. So now imagine doing that, but with strategy and getting commissions every single time. So you and I know that you've definitely, been involved in marketing in some way or the other by, sending your friend to a salon where you once visited and you loved the way they made your hair, or you sent your friend to a store to go get maybe any item, and your friend got the item. The only thing is that you did not get paid for it. Now I want to show you how you can do that with strategy and also get commissions every single time. So this is not about being salesy. It's about solving problems for people online and getting paid to do it. So digital marketing is just, simply using the internet. You use it to promote anything, you use it to sell something. So if you're someone, maybe you're a food vendor, or you provide services like cleaning services, or you are into real estate, in some way you've actually done marketing, but it's just that you may have done that without getting commissions for referring a friend. So, what are digital products? Because we want to focus more on how you can earn online marketing digital products. So, digital products are things that you can sell or promote online that don't require any form of shipping, stocking, or having a warehouse. So, think about maybe at some point in time in your life, you may have purchased ebooks, courses, templates, coaching programs, memberships, and even affiliate links, right? The best part is that you can make money while you are asleep because it's instant delivery and automated systems do the heavy lifting for you. So with this, I don't have to pack boxes. I don't have to chase friends. I promote high value digital products and I get paid commissions for it. So you're not just selling products. Guess what you're doing? You are actually selling time, relief, and transformation to your perfect audience, just like somebody must have sold it to you. And I just want to be able to explain this concept so that people know that it's not something big. Because some people are like, "What are you even promoting?" Well, we are promoting the we are promoting digital products because these are things that we can sell online. But the only thing is that we don't require shipping. No shipping required. No stocking of inventory. No, you don't have to rent warehouses to keep your products in them. So you have nothing to do with boxes, cartons, and all of those kind of things. So I'm sure that you must have purchased either a gym membership online or an ebook or an audio book or a template, maybe a coaching program. But all of these were made available to you instantly. The moment you purchased, you got an instant delivery via through your email. And of course, automated systems will do the heavy lifting for whoever is selling it to you. So in this case, you are not having to try to convince somebody to buy your product because you know that it actually offers what relief, transformation, and some kind of value to your audience. Now, I want to talk about the reason why Some people that may be watching me may have done digital marketing and it may not be working for them. So let's talk about why you might feel invisible or stuck online. You are seeing people selling courses, they're selling different ebooks or digital products, but you seem like you may be stuck online. So I want to give it to you straight and go right into it, without mincing words. So probably you may be showing up like a salesperson. You may not be showing up as the solution to the problem that people have. There are so many other reasons why it may not be working for you. You see other people earning income from it, and sometimes you're even doubting, you're wondering if their results are legit. Guess what? You need to be true to yourself and ask yourself, have you been consistent? Because when you are inconsistent, your results will also be inconsistent. Another thing is you may be hiding behind the product, not not building your own brand. Because one of the great things about what I teach people in digital marketing is that you need to learn to brand yourself, right? So it's not just about talking about a product, but are you building your own brand? Because when you build your brand, it gives you the ability to sell anything to anybody and they will believe you because you're not just hiding behind one product. You are also building your brand when you learn the skill the right way. Another thing is that you may be expecting rewards for just putting in minimal effort. So you're expecting day 3 rewards for day 1 effort, and it doesn't work that way. You may also not be seeing the results that you desire because you don't have a system. You are just guessing every single day. You don't have a structure, you don't have a system, you don't have a plan in place. Now that we've exposed what's not working in digital marketing, let me show you what is working, especially for women like me who don't have 10 hours a day or a big following or a tech team, because people think that you have to put in a lot of hours every day to earn here. But that is not actually the truth. Because when you have a proven system and a blueprint that has worked for many people who are now earning 6 to 7 figures, then you know that there's something unique that you may be missing. So sometimes people think, well, you need to be a great influencer. You need to be a great content creator to do this. But that is actually not the truth, right? For me, I don't work online all day. I get to structure my time because I still run my healthcare profession, right? So in my first hour, what do I do? Because I actually utilize a 2-hour workday strategy and I want to share it with you. So in my first hour, what am I really doing? I create or I post 1 to 3 pieces of content that speak to the pain points of my audience. So I'm talking about things like how they could get time freedom, how they could be free from the money stress, how they could stop being, stop going through, situations that make them feel stuck. So I don't pitch to people. I position the value that I have to offer them. And how do I do this? It comes with the kind of content that I post. So I post reels on, TikTok, on Instagram. I post, valuable posts on my social media because we use social media marketing to do this. And I post stories that sound like real life, not just a sales pitch. Because what happens is that you come to people telling them, of course, you want to tell them to buy stuff XYZ, but then what about the value? Because when the value is missing in the content, nobody wants to pay attention to what you're saying. And when you learn how to craft your content the right way by providing value that hits the pain point of your audience, this will attract the right people to you. And these people are already looking for a better way. So naturally, the algorithm positions you to get attracted to your perfect customers, which will save you the stress of bugging friends and family. Because many people already feel that they failed at the beginning of their digital business because what they did was pitch to friends and family who actually discouraged them, who did not believe in them, and that dampened their morale. If your content sounds like a flyer, it is likely going to get ignored. If it sounds like a mirror, it will connect, meaning that it's mirroring the pain points of your audience and it will connect your perfect audience to you because you are beginning to say things or provide value to them in a way that connects with them. Because connection equals currency. Now, in my second hour, what am I really doing? In the second hour, I am having conversations or, following up with people that have sent messages to me because they saw my post. So I respond to comments, follow-ups, and DMs for me, I get a lot of DMs because I see a lot of people coming into my inbox asking me about, the opportunity that I am talking about, or how they can actually break free from their pain points, right? So in those connections, we're just having connections that create value for the audience. So no pressure, but just real conversations. And then I share like I would sometimes share a short video that explains what I do. And if they are ready, I send them the exact system that changed my life. So no chasing, no convincing, no burnout. When I started digital marketing, one of the things that gave me a lot of concern was that I kept thinking to myself, if I don't have enough views, how am I going to get people? If people are not responding to my video post, am I really going to sell? But then I really realized that with this, particularly with a done for you system, I did not, it had nothing to do with going viral. It had nothing to do with, having lots of views. All I did was believe that the content that I was posting was valuable. And I will tell you that there are some content that I posted like last year. People still go there to look at the comments there, or people go there, they make a comment. Some of them come to my inbox and they send me a message saying, well, I've been following you. And some people, guess what is happening? Some people are actually looking at your post, saying nothing. They'll be there for days, for weeks, some of them even for months before they finally get convinced. And the only way they can get convinced is that you show up consistently. Because if you show up one time or a few times and then you think it's going to stick with them, it will not stick with them, because they also want to see if you are resilient enough to walk through this, initial tough part of your business. They want to see if you are going to give up or not. So there are people who are looking. I have people who have been probably following my post for a year and eventually decided to take what action. I didn't have to convince them. I only showed up authentically to say, well, this is the pain point that I was looking out for solution for, and this particular product offered that solution, and it has changed my life. And in the same sport, I realized that there are people like me, women like me, who may be going through similar pain points. Now they've heard my message and it's resonating with them. And the next thing they're doing is what? Taking action. So I didn't have to do any chasing or convincing. That's the thing. Now, digital business allows me to walk around my life, not live around my work. So let me break this down, particularly for moms and 9 to 5 warriors. So before digital business, my entire life had to revolve around a clock I did not set. Alarms at 5:30 a.m., commuting, dropping off kids at school bus stops. At the point, it was dropping them in school, traffic and all of those kind of things. It was snowy, terrible weather and all of that. Meetings that ran late. And by the time I was done, I had nothing left in my energy tank. I'll be so tired. And if I ever needed a break, I had to ask permission to live my own life, right? I had to ask for time off, or ask for grace when my kids were sick, or ask, for extra things just to catch up on bills. But when I started my digital business, everything flipped for me, because what was important for me, two things besides making more money: time freedom and improvement in my quality of life. Because I felt that I had other opportunities that were bringing in that income, but was I living the kind of life I wanted? No. Was it giving me the satisfaction that I wanted? No. So I knew that something definitely had to change around how I was living my life. I knew that I could not continue to be a slave for the work that I was doing. And that is exactly where many people are right now in their lives. They are making the money. Some of them are even they're working multiple jobs and seeming to earn money. But guess what? Do they have good health to enjoy the money? Is their life balanced enough to, to feel fulfilled? Because making money is one thing. What about fulfillment? For me, I didn't find fulfillment in all that jogging that I was doing. I needed something that could allow me to be me, still show up without stress, and still make extra income. And that is what digital marketing afforded me. And not just that, I wasn't just marketing just anything. Guess what? It had to do with digital products, because I did not want to be involved in sending any shipment to anybody, like, shipping any products to anybody's house. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to be concerned about inventory. Now I can start my day with prayer and peace, not panic. Because I remember those days where I would finish up a weekend and it would be Monday morning and I'm already feeling depressed, even before doing anything at work. Right now, I can still cook dinner, show up for my family, show up, whenever I want to show up. Not just that, show up online on my own terms. Posting content when I feel comfortable doing it, and of course, making sure that I just work around my regular healthcare profession, and at the same time, still utilizing my 2-hour workday with peace. Closing commissions while folding laundry. I've had days where I was off and I still got paid because my business is automated and not dependent on my presence 24/7. Imagine having to earn income without being dependent on your presence 24/7. Imagine having to, to get recurring commissions without being dependent on clocking in or clocking out at a 9 to 5. Or just imagine that for some reason you probably feel under the weather and you're already feeling bad because, yes, you're under the weather, but the problem is if you don't show up, you don't get paid that day. Some people are actually in that boat right now. But then, what are you doing about it? Because somebody once said, being poor is passing over opportunities repeatedly. And the big problem is that a lot of people think that everything is calm. They think that it's not possible. But they've forgotten that things are fast evolving in the world that we live in. And it is important to learn a high income skill that can pay you for the rest of your life, even if you do not have a 9 to 5. And this is not to say you want to quit your 9 to 5, because some people are career driven. They find fulfillment in getting promoted at work. But one of the things they forget is that nothing is guaranteed for you, even at a 9 to 5. Companies don't guarantee anything, not even in this world of today where there are massive layoffs. Things are changing. So I don't work less because I'm lazy. What I do now is that I work smarter because I chose a better system. If your job is draining you and your schedule is controlling you and your dreams are always on a pause, this isn't how life has to be. You can actually change that narrative. You deserve to earn around your lifestyle. And that is what digital businesses can do for you, because that is what it has given me. And I'm here to help you build the same. That's the thing. You deserve to earn around your lifestyle. You don't need somebody calling the shots for you. You want to be able to call the shots and live life on your own terms. And so what I've done so far is use my story to get in the sales. I've had my fair share of, life dealing with me. People go through life, and that does not mean that life will not come with challenges even in the future. But what matters is how are you able to navigate through these challenges and come out, successful and still fulfilled, because life would always happen. It happens to everybody in different ways. It just depends on how you manage how life happens to you. Are you making lemonades from the lemons life is giving you, or are you someone that completely just gives up and says, well, this is not for me, I can't do this? But then what actually is there for you? What other option do you have? And even with this option, how consistent are you? Listen, I don't have a perfect life. I don't have a million followers. I didn't come into this opportunity knowing all the tech stuff. What I do have is a story, and that story is more powerful than any pitch. Everybody has a story. So if you're watching me right now and you're a student, say you're a student, you're working part-time, going to school full-time, and still trying to make ends meet, pay your bills, ensure that you don't have student loans. The question is, what are you working smartly? There would always be excuses. I have people telling me, well, I don't think I'm good with this content creation thing. And then, okay, if it's not content creation, I don't think I can do this other opportunity. They'll give you so many excuses. Some of them are going to tell you that they want the time to be perfect before they get into an opportunity. But guess what? No time is perfect, because when you think you are ready, I bet you something else is going to come up to discourage you. You would have another excuse that would stop you from wanting to take action. For me, all I did was tell my story. And when you tell your story authentically, people would believe you. And that alone is a sales tool. You don't have to pitch anything to anybody. Telling your story is not the sales tactics. What it does for you is it allows people to connect with you and believe that you are real, because connection, like I mentioned earlier, is equal to what? Currency. People want to know you for who you are, and they would only do business with you if they know you, they like you, and they trust you. Do you think that if somebody shows up just once, you would just automatically like the person forever? No, it comes with, it's called relationship building. Or you meet somebody today and just jump into a relationship. Well, if you're that kind of a person, that is going to be very scary, because you need to know people before you get into relationships with them. And that's exactly what happens when you are trying to run a business. You want to be able to get your audience to connect with you as a real person, and then they can follow you. That's it. When I show up and tell people, well, tell them that, well, I was tired of working hard and still feeling broke and unseen, somebody watching that will feel that in their bones. And when I say I started this business from rock bottom, praying for a way out, that alone connects because it's not hype. What I'm doing is giving hope to people. I'm a hope dealer, telling them that, well, there's hope for you because I felt hopeless at some point, and then I stumbled on this opportunity and I took a chance on myself. People are looking for real income from a side hustle. But the question is that they don't even want to give it, they don't want to even give the side hustle time to build. That's the thing. It's not a fly by night business opportunity. People don't buy products, they buy from people that they trust. They're not just buying a system, they are buying a belief system. That's the simple truth. And when they see you as living proof that it works, it gives them permission to believe as well. So your story is not portraying you as a weak person, it's your strategy to connect with your audience. Because I bet you there will be people like you listening to you who are going through similar struggles and looking for a way out. So when you come up to tell them that this was the way you found and that it worked for you, that alone is a hope dealer for them. People are not, they don't need you to be perfect. They just want to see the possibilities in an opportunity. Not everybody just, relates to luxury cars and six-figure screenshots, because some people can actually arrange those things, right? But they want to relate with someone that says, I get it. I was once there. And here is what helped me shift. So don't start asking yourself, well, I don't have a luxury car to show people. I don't have thousands of dollars to show people that I earned. Even if it's just $1 extra that you earned from this opportunity, it shows that there are possibilities. People are not looking for just that hype. No, we're not talking about any hype, flop or BS right here. We're talking about what is possible. Show people that there are potentials in whatever it is that you're offering them. And that's why I spend time on personal development. So part of my 2 hours, besides just creating my content and responding to people, I study. And the good thing about the opportunity we're talking about here is that there is so much to study. There is a lot to read. There's a lot to listen to. You are constantly being fueled with information that would help you become a better version of yourself. So it's there for you to harness. But of course, people are looking for the Ponzi's, looking for quick things that will give them money. But the question is, it may be quick, but would it last? It may even cost you your integrity if it is so quick, right? You're looking for something that is solid, rock solid, that would last for a very long time and will not just last and give you income, but would also help you build your personality, because there are people with hidden potentials. People have these potentials, but they hide under their pain and think they cannot do it. A year ago, I wasn't coming out live daily. I wasn't doing that because I had so much going on for me. I had so many excuses, but guess what? I was following the blueprints to an extent. I was earning income, but I saw other people on the platform even doing better. People earning six figures in 3-4 months with the opportunity. It took me longer to hit those figures. It took me a year. And that was because I was still second guessing myself. Because when you don't believe in yourself, it's hard for you to really get successful. But one of the things that has helped me also is that I plugged into the mindset training, and it started giving me like a different feel of what I could achieve. It helped me come out of my shell. Because I bet you are going to go through situations in life sometimes that will test your confidence level. Some of the situations may actually make you feel like not even wanting to show up because you feel broken. You feel like you are failed. But then there's hope, because even in that failure, you can still get successful, because it's not about failing. It's about bouncing back from that failure, right? So the story that I share with people would open people's hearts. And guess what? If you can open hearts, hearts can open wallets. That's the simple truth. If you can show up authentically, it will open up the heart of those listening to it, and their hearts, once opened, would also open their wallets to take action. Because when people feel seen, they start to trust you. And when they trust, they start to buy. Not because you convinced them, but because you connected with them. People want that connection. They don't want somebody that is fake. People want that connection. I remember sharing a post a few weeks ago about, I was just being honest about my previous overwhelm. And somebody messaged me saying, well, I feel like you're talking to me and I've been praying for this sign. And that was it. That message turned into a commission. And that is the power of showing up as a real person. I was not afraid to be vulnerable, to share my vulnerable moments. Some people feel, well, it's very private. I don't want to share what I've been through. Nobody is saying you have to share exactly what you've been through, but then you have to, you have a story. There has to be a why. There has to be a reason why you were exploring opportunities online. People don't just want you to come and dish out information. Have you been through pain before? That's what they want to know. And what have you made out of your pain? That's it. What have you made out of your pain? I'm seeing some comments here. So that's the thing. So there's a lot that people need to learn from opportunities like this. There is the personal development, right? There's the personal development. There is even helping you get confident. And apart from that, also helping other people come out of their shell. People are going through pain, and they're not just interested in you just telling them sorry about this and all of that. No, they want you to offer them hope. And it's easier when you've been through similar circumstances and you came out of it. So let me break this down, because I want to talk about the system that does the heavy lifting. Because so many people think that they need to figure it out. They think that they have to figure out everything. They think they have to know everything before they start. But in this case, the system is already built. You just need to plug in. That's it. So I want to break down the system that has helped me, and talk to you about some of the features. And I'm going to also share my screen so that you can actually see what this looks like. First of all, this system is professionally built. No need to design or figure out tech tools. The site is already created for you. It's branded and optimized, so it looks clean. It's high converting and gives the CEO energy from day one. Then it runs 24/7, meaning that your website never sleeps. So it works for you while you're cooking, while you're working, while you're resting. And then it accepts payment automatically. So no chasing people for money. When they click, they pay and they get access instantly. And that saves you hundreds of hours of building a system from the scratch. So instead of spending weeks trying to figure out a funnel, you are launching in days. No coding required, no stress. Even if you are not techie, you can still build like a boss. That's the thing. So I'm going to go ahead and, share my screen really quickly so that you can see, what this is about. All right. So just give me a sec to do that. Okay, while doing that, I'm going to. Okay. I need to do this really quickly. Okay, so see this? So when you go to dailycashflowlegacy.com, what it does for you is that it will take you here first. Let's do this. You see this? It's going to take you to a page where you can put in your email, or your audience or your customer will put in their email, and then they can click on, yes, send me the blueprint. So something like this, and then it takes them right there. Can you see? And then the next thing is, they'll find this page, and these pages are pretty much highly converting. It gives information about the entire business. So you don't even have to do the talking, right? And then it shows a lot of testimonials. Let's see if I can enlarge this a bit more. Yeah, shows testimonials from different people, right? There is a disclaimer portion right here. And then people can actually click on yes, I'm ready to have a successful online business and leave a legacy. And then it's done for you. So it breaks down the business opportunity without you being there, meaning that you can be sleeping and then when you wake up to a $900 profit. And then people can really see what the program offers. So it's live, it's interactive, it's designed for success. And then there are people who are saying, well, I don't have experience. Well, there's no problem with that. And there are people who say, well, I'm not a techie person. I don't know anything about tech and all that. So how do I get daily paying customers? Well, you get to learn that here, because if you have daily bills, then you should also be keen about learning how to attract daily paying customers. So if you have recurring bills, you should actually find a way to get recurring income. And then you can just plug in and you can start learning and earning. And the great thing about this is that you can, no matter how busy you are, whether you are into ministry, whether you are into education, you are into business, you are a 9 to 5 person, whatever it is that you are, you can actually, you can start by building your business, focusing on 2 hours of work daily. And then if you are completely new and you don't even know anything about digital marketing at all, you can put in an extra hour for personal development to go through the modules in the training site. So there's a lot that you can gain here. Over 50,000 members in the community. People have earned over $29 million on this platform in just 10 months. And another great thing about it is that one customer puts you in profit mode. That's what it means. And the great thing about this program is that you are given a blueprint to launch your business into profit within 7 days. And if you follow the blueprint like I did, you should at least make one sale in those 7 days. If you are following the blueprint and not trying to reinvent the wheel. Now, what really sets us apart here is that you have the ability to take a certification on the platform and become a licensed reseller, right? So you get the certification and it's a lifetime licensing that gives you the ability to resell any of the 4 proven digital programs, meaning that you can earn 100% profit on every sale. And why does this matter? Because this gives you the ability to make your own income and keep every dollar you earn. So there's no middleman here. We're not talking about some of these network marketing opportunities where, you have middlemen or, you're only getting a portion of the profit. No, you're getting 100%. And then you may ask, how does the platform earn their own income? Because they charge a one-time $39 website fee for members that come, that enroll into the program, while you, as the licensed reseller, would keep 100% of the profits, regardless of which program your buyer is trying to buy, right? So you don't have to create products from the scratch. So it's already a proven system that works, because guess what? The founder of the program herself has earned over $6 million between, I think, September 2022 and now. And she didn't even make all that money in just a year or a few months. She plugged into constantly evolving, constantly learning, constantly sharing. So if a program is if it's not proven, do you think that we would have those number of members in the community? This community has grown to 52,000 plus in less than 2 years. Actually, since between last year and now. That's it. And the business is scalable, it's automated, it grows with you. The minimum requirement is 2 hours. 2 hours of work per day. So you don't need to put in 8 hours to get profit from this. Many of us are still working our regular 9 to 5 and still doing this because we believe in a world of multiple income streams. If you have just one income stream, then you are in a very dicey position, because if that income stream is taken away, where would you stand? What will become of you? And even if you're not bothered about yourself, you are thinking about family. Or even if you are single, you should still be bothered, because you don't want to get to a point where you can no longer pay your bills. People are facing eviction regularly because they banked on one stream of income, and when it was gone, they became homeless. Now, I love the fact that people can get licensed here because it protects the program. It builds in compliance and keeps scammers away. So this is not just another online opportunity. It's a chance to build a sustainable long-term business with a system that works. So imagine we have the sales pages. People are able to come here themselves and listen to real testimonials from real people. They get to see that other people are building and monetizing their online businesses and it is changing their lives. That's the thing. And then of course you're gonna have something like this. Of course, you can put your own picture there, just talk about who you are and stuff like that. Talk about your story. People can connect with you that way. So many testimonials. So what are you getting from here? It's a lot. A done for you automated system, expert coaching and mentorship to master the blueprint, ability to automate and scale with 24/7 business growth. And then you can actually just enroll for the program. And how do you know if this is something that would work for you? Well, first of all, you could look through the criteria and see if it fits into what you're looking for. If you're somebody who wants to make extra income from home, but you don't even know where to start, or you have a 9 to 5 job, but it doesn't provide you any financial security and you need a better way, well, this should work for you. Or you're looking to just work from anywhere using your phone or laptop, or you are already nearing retirement and you need a reliable income stream, or you are retired and you still know that you need extra income, or you are a busy parent looking for something that is flexible, family friendly, that could help you work around, taking care of your kids and being the present wife and mother, or you've tried other opportunities but struggle to see results. Another thing to notice, if you already have a business that you are running, but you're not getting daily paying customers, well, you can utilize the strategies here to learn how to brand yourself and get daily paying customers, because you are going to be taught how to craft your content and your message to attract daily paying customers. Or you're somebody who just needs help. You know that you know a bit about digital marketing, but you need the right training. You want a step-by-step system that takes the guesswork out of online business. Then this will work for you. Now, this will not work for you if you're somebody who is expecting guaranteed results without effort. We're not looking for people that don't want to put in any effort. As a matter of fact, that will not fit into the description of your perfect customers. Or you're somebody who wants to just plug into a program, but you're not willing to take action. You are going through the modules, but you're not implementing them. How are you going to make progress when you're not applying what is being taught? Or you're somebody saying, I don't want to be on video or create content. Well, you need to scroll past because this will not work for you. We live in a world where people create content, right? Or you're somebody who says, or somebody who is not open to feedback. You're not ready to make adjustments to improve the results that you are getting. Or you're somebody who wants somebody to do everything for them. It's not a done for you service. The system, the automated system itself is done for you so that it actually helps with your conversions. But it's not going to help you create your own content, right? It would help you with closing sales because it has a lot of information that people can actually review and, of course, get convinced. But you still have to show up as a real person, not as a robot. You want to show up as a real person. Or you lack basic tech skills. You don't know how to post on social media. That may be difficult. You would have to learn that, right? Or you lack basic tech skills and you're not willing to learn. And when we're talking about basic tech skills, we're talking about being able to post content on social media. And if you don't even know how to do it, there are lots of modules that teach you how to do that. Because the program is simple, it is beginner friendly, but if you refuse to learn basic online business tools, it will be difficult to implement the strategies. Or you're somebody that is building a profitable online business and you're looking for a free program. Well, it's not a free program because what is being offered here is valuable. And if you're not willing to invest in yourself, you may not be ready for this. You may not be ready for this. So this is more than a side hustle. It's your financial freedom plan. That's what it is. I want to share a story about Dale. Let me see if I can really do this. Let's see. Mhm. Okay, let's go. So, I hope this has actually made a lot of sense to people because really, I want people to understand that it's not, like I mentioned, it's not a get rich quick scheme. There are skills that you need to learn. You know, products are already created for you. So you don't have to write an ebook to be able to do this. You don't have to start from the scratch. And this is not to say that if you're interested in writing an ebook, you cannot. You definitely can. I actually wrote an ebook based on the training that I got from the platform. I wrote an ebook for moms. You don't have to film a course or build anything from the scratch. As a matter of fact, it saved me time because when I saw how much time I had to put into creating the ebook, I just told myself, no, Funky, don't even try to reinvent the wheel. This is already done for you. Why don't you just plug in, use it to at least make income, and then you can think about building something later. So it's a plug and play ready program where the digital products are already packaged for you, right? They are positioned and ready to promote from day one. And one great thing about digital products is that they are already in high demand, right? So they are in demand and they are proven. So these are not just some kind of random offers. They are high value products that people are actively searching for online. And then not just that, because they actually teach you real transformation from personal growth, to income strategies. These products solve people's real problems and people are willing to pay for results. Then you get to earn commission for every sale. So no customer service is required, no shipping, no fulfillment headaches, just promote and get paid. And then it also saves you months of trial and error. So instead of trying to build something from the scratch, you are focusing on marketing what already works. And you don't have to be an expert to do that. The value already is in the product. You just share your story, invite people to learn more by social media marketing, which allows you to access a global audience. And so this is not coaching or pitching to friends and family. You are showing up as yourself. You invite people to learn more and let the freedom machine, which I just showed you, which is that page, let it do the system, let it do the rest for you. Let the system itself do the rest for you. Because guess what? When people put their email in your landing page, what happens is that the system does the selling for you. Those people get, email series, different, email follow-ups. You don't do the follow-up yourself because the system is doing it. So the system keeps sending, information about the business to them through email. And then of course, as you build your email list, you are building your connections, and your connections will eventually turn to currency for you, money for you. So no guesswork, meaning that you're not thrown into the deep end. The training shows you exactly what to do step by step. Then for people wondering, what do I post? Where do I post? And how often? Guess what? Everything is mapped out for you in the training that you get on the platform. From what to do on Facebook or TikTok. Or let's even imagine that you don't even want to resell the course, but you want to get the training to properly brand yourself in whatever it is you are doing. You might just be a life coach. You may just be somebody who is into ministry and you want to start showcasing your ministry on social media. You don't know how to do that. This will teach you that. You have easy to follow video tutorials. So no fluff, but just clear instructions that you can watch and implement at your own pace. And better still, it is actually beginner friendly because you don't need experience in marketing, tech, or design. You just need basic skills. So it is actually simplified for real people that have real intentions. And then, of course, this program covers both organic and automated strategies, meaning that you learn how to attract leads and you also learn how the system works in the background. The blueprints have so much to offer because you get access to, proven scripts, templates, content that will convert, action plans so that you're never stuck and wondering what's the next thing to do? What will I do next? And then once you learn it, you can rinse and repeat or teach your team if you are building one. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. What I've learned, I am just repeating, rinsing and repeating, messages being crafted, saying the same thing but in different ways. So there's no chance of getting, running out of content at all. There's no chance of running out of content. That's the thing. You're learning so much. And you're not doing it alone because there is mentorship. And this is where most online programs fall short. They sell you the dream, then disappear after you pay. But not here. With this digital system, you're not left to figure things out on your own because you have access to a real-time mentorship program. You have access to coaching and a community that actually responds, a community that you can be accountable to, a community that you can feel vulnerable with. And when you have questions, somebody is going to definitely answer that question in the community. And then there's no chance of feeling stuck because you'll have people cheering you on and pulling you through whenever you have those rough patches. Because I bet you everybody has had their own rough patch. They've had their own rough times, right? That's the thing. You need support on your first posts or first sale. They are right there for you. So it's not just a course, like I mentioned. It's a crew, like it's a community. And the best part is that you are learning from people who have actually gone through it, who have done it, people that are also making sales, real moms, real people, real professionals, real people who've gone from being confused to earning commissions. And some of them are even beginning to build their own communities. And these people are also reaching back to pull others up like I am doing. So we don't leave you hanging because we walk with you, because when you grow, we all win. That's what it is. Now, let's talk about what every post is equivalent to. So I want you to know that every post you make is an investment. Every post you make is actually an investment, right? I know that some people have said, well, I've tried it out. I have posted. Nothing is happening. You start questioning yourself like, is anybody even watching me? Is this even working for me? But here's what I've learned. Every time you show up, whether it's a reel that you post or a story, a caption, or you go live, you are planting a seed. There are times I may come online and then I may just have maybe one or two people. It doesn't matter. Every post is a digital seed. So I look at it as my digital real estate. You may not see results instantly, but what you are doing is that you are actually building visibility, you are building credibility, and you are building what? Trust. Because people see that you are showing up consistently. The people that are watching in silence today are the same people who are going to DM you next month saying, well, Funky, I've been watching you for a while. How can I start? And you're not just posting because you're looking for people to like your comment. You are posting for legacy. It's a long game. But if you plant the right seeds and water them consistently, the harvest will come. So it's time to stop overthinking the outcome and stay consistent with the action. Digital seeds take time, but they will pay you big time. And when they do, they're going to pay you over and over again. Let me tell you one of the best parts about building a digital business. It actually works even when you don't. A post I made last week on TikTok when I was even tired, resting, or even offline, it still brought me leads, still brought me commissions. Because once your content is online, it doesn't disappear. It keeps circulating. It keeps working for you. And I'm saying this because I see a lot of people struggling with promoting their digital business online. And most times they are struggling because they feel discouraged that nobody's engaging on their posts. And because they feel discouraged, they stop posting. But guess what? When you stop posting, when you stop being consistent, then you are going to stop. It's going to actually affect your credibility. Those commissions are not going to keep rolling. Somebody may just stumble on your reel at midnight in another part of the world, which is why it's great when you run a digital business that offers, global visibility, you can actually target people all over the world, right? Somebody may just stumble on your reel at midnight, click on your link at 6 a.m. And guess what? You wake up to a payment notification. And that's what I mean by earning income on autopilot. So this is not like a regular job where if you don't clock in, you don't get paid. This is smart business. You plant the seed once and the system keeps harvesting for you. So let's talk about the shift that changed everything for me. I mean, that shift changed everything for me in the sense that it was more like a shift from hustling to harvesting. So for so long, I thought that I had to grind every day to see those results. Post nonstop. It wasn't about posting nonstop. It wasn't about hustling like my life depended on it. But I had to change my mindset because the initial mindset that I had led to burnout, not the breakthrough I was looking for. But when I realized that I'm not just posting content, but I'm planting seeds. And when you plant, you don't stand over the soil yelling, grow every 5 minutes. Are you going to do that? Like, imagine planting a seed. Are you going to stand over it and say, well, you must grow every 5 minutes? What you simply need to do is to water. You wait and you trust the process. So when I changed my mindset from looking for quick wins to knowing that I was building something that was long lasting, and I started trusting the process, guess what? When my mindset changed, then the money started rolling in consistently. I'm not talking about earning income once in a while. I'm talking about consistent and recurring income. And that's what digital business is about. It's not about just the hustle, but the harvest. Every reel, every story, every caption is working. Even when you don't see the result immediately, people are watching, seeds are taking roots. That's what's happening. So if you feel like giving up because you think it's not working fast enough, don't do that. You are not behind. You are in process. It's a process type thing. And you have to stay faithful to the planting because harvest season is actually coming for you. Let me also give you a secret most people overlook in digital businesses. They don't understand that consistency compounds. So it's like a compound interest factor or concept. So this is not about going viral once. Some people will just say, well, our post is not going viral, so how's she making sales? It's not about going viral. It's about showing up, even when you are not seeing likes, comments, or sales yet. Every post you create is a digital seed. One seed might not do much, but when you plant it daily, you build momentum, and momentum builds income. So I want you to think of it like this. The more content you put out, the more doors you are opening for opportunity for more visibility, more reach, more chances for your next commission to come through while you are sleeping. Besides even getting sales, from people, you may even get to a point where the social media platform you are utilizing starts paying you because you're offering value. And now when I talk about consistency compounds, I mean it because when you are inconsistent, it resets the algorithm. And that happened to me a few months ago when I just took a break from posting consistently on my TikTok. Of course, it reset the algorithm. And when when the algorithm has to be reset because you are inconsistent, what happens is that it confuses your audience and it delays your growth. But when you are consistent, you become unforgettable. And in digital business, attention turns into action and action turns into income. This is not magic, it's simple mathematics because consistency, when done the right way, gives you compound interest. That is, it actually compounds your results. So the more consistent you are, the greater the results you see. So if you've been showing up and you feel like nothing is happening, well, this one is for you. Because guess what? The harvest takes time, but it would always come. Digital business is like gardening. You plant, you water, you nurture, but you don't get fruit overnight. And just because you don't see results right now does not mean your work is not working. That reel you posted last week, or that story, or that post, somebody's about to find it. That story you almost deleted because I remember at the beginning, I will post and then tell myself, I don't think it was good enough, then I will go delete it. I was making a mistake doing that. Because guess what? Even in that imperfection, you'll be surprised that later somebody could DM you because of that and actually ask you questions and may be interested in the opportunity you are promoting. Now, you're not building for likes. Like I said, you are building for legacy. And like every seed that you are planting, you have to plant them in faith because the harvest might delay, but it never denies. So it's time. I just want to wrap up by saying, I want you to stay the course. So if you are starting this um, digital business, it's a good thing you're listening to me right now because it will help you with the right mindset. But for those that have been doing it and say, well, I don't think I'm serious or I don't think this is for me, it's simply because it is not a get rich quick scheme. But when it starts paying you, you'll be shocked at the results. And so you need to stay the course. You need to keep planting. You need to let your digital garden grow because when the harvest comes, it won't just bless you, to bless everybody connected to you. Because when people see the results in your life, it naturally will connect them to you. And they're going to say, well, I think this person is beginning to get some relief. I'm interested in knowing what she's doing. Yeah. Here is something wild about digital business that nobody told me at first. Your content does not expire. It keeps working even when you're not. Like I mentioned, that TikTok post that you thought didn't go viral is still working for you. The reel you posted last week is still working. That's the simple truth. It's working. While you're resting, your content is being discovered. And that's why it's good that you are posting content that helps to connect with your perfect audience. And that you have a system that is closing the sales for you. That you have a system that is working for you at the background. And that's why I like the Freedom Machine. It actually works at the background when I'm not there. So you could be making dinner, somebody's watching your story. You are offline doing other things. So you might actually be on a road trip. Your words are reaching somebody who is ready to say yes to you. And this is the power of digital real estate because once it is out there, it keeps building visibility, trust, and helps you to get leads on autopilot. And that's how you can wake up to commissions, not because you're working 24/7, but because your content is working for you. And this is exactly why I chose the legacy program because it's not just about posting content. It's about posting with purpose and using a system that keeps working for me behind the scenes. And with this, you get a done for you funnel that runs while you sleep. You get a proven product that's already in demand, automated emails that would help you follow up with your leads, and a training that teaches you what content to create so that your post keeps attracting the right people. That's what it is. Look, I've said a lot today, but I want you to understand that being inspired is great, but what changes your life is you taking action. You've been watching my lives, you've been nodding your head, but the question is, are you ready to move? This week is your chance to plug into a system that's already helped so many people break out of the burnout and into daily income. This is not a system with any kind of guesswork, no overwhelm, just results with the right support. And so when you join the legacy program with me through this week, I want to tell you the interesting aspect is that you are going to be getting over $350 in exclusive bonuses, including a free funnel setup, website fee being waived for you. You're going to get my 30-day content vote and a 1-hour one-on-one strategy session to fast track your launch. But it ends soon, no extensions, no second chances. So if you are interested, please drop legacy right now or DM me privately, and I'll get you everything you need to start building your own daily cash flow. And if you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. This is the time to move. So if you want to really get this done, I just want you to understand and take this with you that you don't need to know everything right now. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need to be willing to take the next step. Tonight, I showed you why digital marketing might not have been working for you in the past or for some people you know. And more importantly, how to shift from feeling stuck to building real digital income that works even while you're resting. This legacy program gave me the roadmap that I'm sharing with you today, a system and a second chance. And I'm giving you that same access with my support, my bonuses, and my mentorship included. So if you are ready to build smarter and not harder, if you're tired of burnout and you're ready for that breakthrough, this is your time to move. And I want to say thank you to you if you stayed with me for this 1 hour. And if you need more information on what to do, please go ahead, visit dailycashflowlegacy.com, put in your email address, and then feel free to DM me if you have questions. And I will be happy to answer your questions. Thank you so much for sticking with me on day 26 of the Bounce Beyond Limit series. We have a few more days to end the series, but I want to say thank you to those that have stayed consistent with me. And thank you, more importantly, to those that are taking action. Your time is now and your breakthrough is now. See you same time tomorrow. Thank you so much. And will I say good night or good morning from wherever you're joining me? Wherever you are, thank you for joining, and I will be in touch again tomorrow. Bye.